All right. Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. In today's video, we're going to make some 2-gauge battery cables, kind of on the cheap. I looked online, they're about $165, $175 to buy a set of them. But if you can go get, if you have a welding supply company near you, you can go get some 2-gauge welding cable. At least that's what I'm doing, and you can build your own. And it goes for about, in my area, it's $2.22 a foot. So, I ended up getting 10 foot, and then I bought another 8 foot because I wasn't sure 10 foot was going to be enough, but looking at about $30 to $40 opposed to $165 in wire, maybe $5 for some connectors off Amazon. I'll leave a link to all that stuff that I'm using. And then I'm going to use my label maker that I have here and just make some quick labels that were on the old ones, kind of copy the B negative, the solenoid, A1, A2 markings. And I'm gonna try out some of this clear heat shrink. I got it, a little 400-piece set from Amazon. That's all optional stuff you can do if you want or if you don't want to. But here it is, a little clear tubing. It's supposed to be a 4-to-1 shrink. That's some 1/2-inch tubing. I'm gonna slide over the end of the cables and cover up my label that I'm gonna make to hopefully have it last a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and dive right in here. We'll go ahead and get our first cable out. These are the old smaller cables right here. They're real stiff. We're gonna just kind of lay these out. And they're also, actually, they're a little longer than necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out here. Just pull it here, get the length I need. That should be good right there. And I'm just gonna cut me off a piece of this with some heavy duty wire cutters, and that's going to be my first wire I'm going to make. And I'll probably just go through one of these so you get the general idea of how it's done, and then the rest will be all the same. I'm going to make the 2 long cables that go from the battery to the solenoid and controller area, and then I'm going to make the shorter cables that run from the battery to the solenoid. Those little shorter runs. And they're all going to be 2-gauge wire, a lot beefier than before because I plan on doing the engine upgrades on this golf cart in the future. Like I said, I'm starting out with the stock motor and running the 600 amp Navitas controller with a 48 volt lithium battery. And I want to kind of see how that performs and then take you guys along for the ride while I upgrade that stock motor with probably a plumb quick stock rebuild, kind of rebuild to a stock motor, and then run that maybe for a little while, and then the next iteration will be the upgrade to one of their high performance motors. So I'm kind of setting the framework for that right now with these cables. And anyhow, let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut some insulation off. I'm just going to use a razor blade that I have, and looks like it's about a 1/2 inch or so. So we'll cut off about that much. Looks like it's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna go on there nicely. Now, with these particular cables, you don't really need to worry about getting your heat shrink on right away because they fit over top just fine. Yeah, so they fit over just fine. Then I'm gonna take this little tool I got off of Amazon to set this thing, and then we'll see how it works in real time together. Lift that up, set that in there, hold a little tension on there. Then I'm taking this old hammer I picked up at a garage sale. I mean, that thing is ancient. Got it from a estate sale, actually. I kind of liked it, so I grabbed it. fits. Lift it up. Give it a tug. Yeah, that tugs up good. And then we can slide that over. Heat shrink that up. Make our label for that end. So I'm gonna take this clear one here, so go ahead and slide it on first for this other end. Where my label goes on there. I probably could have just made that shorter, save myself some heat shrink, which I think I'm gonna do. Let me cut this in half. And this is just going to cover that little bit of label I'm making for it. And on the red side of this one here, it has the letter C. So I'm going to go ahead and make me the letter C here. Go ahead and print that out. Actually, it's over here. Got my old little Harbor Freight heat gun. Go ahead and heat shrink this particular one here. I might put the label right there on the red. Alright, that shrunk up nicely. Now I'll take my label, see if this thing will slide over this actually. Doesn't quite want to do it, so I'm just going to go right below that red. Put my little letter C right there. Just identify what that is. Come around. Cut off my excess there. Slide this over here, this little clear. Oh yeah, I got it. I was able to get that up on top there. And I'm gonna take that clear stuff and go ahead. Now we got a nice label on our cable and under some heat shrink so it should stay protected. And I'm just going to repeat that process for the other side of this cable, and I'm probably going to hold off and make sure that the length is exactly right. I went off how it was before, but I think I can tidy up my wire once I get the controller and battery mounted, which will be in the next video. So if you like and subscribe, hit that little bell there, and you get a notification when it comes out. And I'll be doing the battery and controller install using these cables that I'm about to finish up, getting one side done on all of them, and then I can cut them to length, kind of get them to a little more specific length than what these generic ones were that came off the cart. So if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment if you have any ideas or recommendations, things I should do better or try. I'd love to hear it. Anyhow, thank you.